Hello YouTube, another video, quick one. I'm super connected at the moment. Crazy. The stories I just threw on my Instagram. You can follow me there, I'll put the description below. But I want to make this video because it's super important wherever you're at. Number one, that you're grateful for the very second, millisecond that just passed, minute, hour you're in, because everything is perfect. And whether you see it or not, the dots will connect when you look back. So that's number one, being grateful for your moment you have in your life, whether it's a lesson or a victory. Everything is supposed to be happening the way it's supposed to be happening because God has a plan for you. And number two is that you are weak and a sinner by nature. So the fact that you think already that you will get through your battles with your own mind, which is where the devil lies, which is in your ego, then you don't realize or aren't attuned to the fact that the battles are all spiritual. You're fighting a battle you don't even know you're in, and that is why you can't progress with getting over the simple vices you have, the simple things that are holding you back and not letting you be the person you're supposed to be, or give the gifts you're supposed to give this world and the purpose you're supposed to fulfill. Is because you're still stuck on the first plane, the mental and physical. You thinking it's here or here, if I get my body right, or if I have the right way to thinking. It's already something that is the enemy, which the devil and the ego makes you do. But if you think it's all about thinking or physical, but spiritual, that's the plane you're not seeing, the plane that's the most real, and the plane that will get you to the levels you didn't know existed. Because the vices that people struggle with, simple ones, so simple, could be you watching porn, you masturbating, those things are so simple. But there's people in this world that are so consumed by that, so lost in that, and they're fighting to see or struggling to see how to get out of that. And like I just mentioned, the whole battle that they're not seeing, that they're in, is in the spiritual. So how can you win a battle you don't know you're in until you realize you're in it, and the tools you have, the best tool you have, and the only one you need is God. And it's important to realize that, because everything you see, or everything you see in the video here, or before your eyes, or the physical things that you can touch, are not what's the most real. The things that you see are not the most real. The things that you don't see that are what's most real, which is the source, infinite intelligence, infinite wisdom. Everything you see in front of you came from that source, and that is God. So when I tell you that your battles will never be won with you and your mind and thinking your way out of it, or you doing some kind of, you getting your body into the right place, that will help elevate your frequency for sure. But the only way to remove those thoughts, purify yourself, get into a place where you're not thinking about those things. I don't think about, the lust or the girls on Instagram, or, when I'm gonna get another girl next, or masturbation, or smoking, drugs, parties. I don't think about that, because my only focus is how do I connect more to the source. When you connect, God removes all these things that are purifying you, all these thoughts that your ego gives you. The devil, where he lives, is in your ego. He gives you these thoughts of, if you get this girl, then this. It's just a vice, it's fine. You can go out to party and do some drugs, and it's just a little bit of, just a drink here, it's fine, it's balance. These are all battles, like I said, you're fighting every single day, but you don't realize that you beat them only with the spiritual. So this video is for those that are stuck in their ego, which is you thinking you have control and can get your way out. Stuck in your ego thinking you don't have to open yourself up to somebody that knows what they're talking about or are ahead of you. That's all ego, thinking you don't have to put your money on the table to pay somebody for knowledge that you don't have, that can get you to places that you aren't right now. That's all ego, thinking you can do it yourself. I was there for many years, and like I said, it gets you nowhere. It's an illusion, because it's the devil trying to stunt your growth. Your growth is with God. It's not with the devil. It's not with your ego. It's not with you thinking, overthinking, and living on this physical, mental plane, just always in your head, always anxious, always in fear, always doubting, always worrying. The level you have to reach is with God. There's no other plane that is bigger than the spiritual. Everything, like I said, comes from that. Any book you read, you can read the books that are all most recommended, Think and Grow Rich, Laws of Success, whatever it is that's out there, Napoleon Hill books. They all mention infinite intelligence, you getting a gut feeling, a hunch. Where do you think that comes from? You think that comes from your mind? You think that comes from some book you read? It comes from God trying to guide you, trying to pull you to his frequency, which is the highest frequency, which is enlightenment, love, abundance, gratitude, not lower frequencies that devil wants you in, which is shame, guilt, fear, anger, pride. These are the lowest frequencies. If you're keep doing the same vice over and over, it's bad, you're going against your conscience, you're still stuck in the lowest frequency, shame, guilt. You're supposed to elevate your frequency. The way to change your life is through your frequency. And it's not something you think about. Like I said, that's why thinking is the enemy. You can't think and be like, oh, I'm going to start acting in love. It's removing the plane you're operating in, which is mental, physical, and submitting yourself to the only one that is the most real, the one that you don't see, the one that you feel when you're there. Because you feel your frequency, you don't think about it. It's not something you can construct and control and put into this box. You feel your frequency. And that is why attacking the devil every day with the habits is the lifestyle, but the only way to get there is with God. So that is the message for today on this crazy walk. Super connected, crazy energy right now. That's the message I want you to have, because I was stuck in that place, the mental, physical. I thought lust would control me forever. I thought I would be in the party scene forever, just escaping, looking for enough money to make so I can just go to the next trip with another different girl and experience that, lust and that feeling that, the ego tries to give you, which is all fake. So if you want to reach the next level, it is with God, it's with the spiritual plane. It's not you thinking or you doing something different with your body. It's submitting and realizing that you've been operating on the wrong plane. The battles you're having are on a different plane, and that is spiritual and with God. So if you want to follow how I'll be growing, because it's all growth in this area, it's on Instagram. I'll put it again below, and we can connect and help you get to that plane, because that's the only thing that exists that you don't see. And like I said, once more is the most real. So God bless. Surrender your ego. That is the task of every day. Be grateful for the moment you're in, because every day is perfect. And as long as you realize that God is working for you and not against you, is when your life begins to change. So God bless. You have potential. You're special. And until next time, as always, keep killing it.